Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this week's episode of our discussion on Falcon and Winter Soldier, Episode 4. This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And
what the fuck you're doing.
And this is Sean.
Are you questioning yourself again? Like,
I don't know.
This is Sean.
Well,
Artist formerly known as Sean.
Yeah, the artist formerly known as Sean. I mean, I started off every week, man.
Are you going to turn yourself into a symbol?
I could. That would be fucking awesome.
You got to create a cool Sean symbol.
I would have a really cool fucking symbol too. I would just fucking come up with some crazy. But anyway, look, man. Again, episode 4, man. What's this episode 4, right?
Yeah.
We got two more episodes left.
I'm kind of disappointed. I'm more.
Upset.
Yo,
I'm upset.
Am I the only one here that? I mean, I'm just gonna go out and say it. This is the best episode of any Marvel TV we've ever gotten anywhere of all time of any show ever. This one right here.
I gotta say, man, this is real, man. I got choked up this fucking week, dog. Like I got like a little. I was like, oh shit, like I'm getting a little misty eyed a little bit because it got deep.
It got deep. It got dark. I never would. I assumed this was going to happen because
I can't believe
this is
that
the John Walker story. You know, this is his story in the comics. So I assumed something like this was going to tip him over the edge, and there was going to be a death.
Weird.
I
right?
didn't think it was going to be like this.
It's called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yet it's kind of the John Walker show in a way. Like you're just watching this character episode after episode go down a path deeper and deeper and deper, and here you just see it.
But
the whole episode, you're like, he's in a snap. He's in a snap.
Yeah, that's the part that you was waiting. He's not going down a dark path, but you're waiting for his craziness to just a switch just to go. Because
I'm not saying that he's traveling down a path. His character is on a path that he's not in control of, and you're seeing it like, oh fuck, here it comes. Yeah. And then in this episode, it finally comes to a head, and it's like, well,
first of all, don't fuck with the Dora Milaje, or how you pronounce that? Dora. Yeah. Is it Dora Milaje?
Yeah, you got it.
Yo, don't fuck with them.
They are amazing, and I am so happy we got a little glimpse of Wakanda. Like I teared up.
Yeah, I did too. That. That's where I got emotional.
I saw that, and I'm just like,
Wakanda, not only that,
even Alex goes like this, and he's like, R.I.P. And I'm like, man, kid, I raised you right. Recognize
dude,
that.
When it goes into Wakanda and you hear the fucking drums and the music, you're like, fuck, man, this is just, it just makes you go back.
It's never gonna be the same.
Because you're like, where is this gonna go, man? Like, yo,
I'm gonna tell you right now,
I'm so fucked up. I'm like, man, this is fucked up, man.
Sebastian Stan killed it in that scene. He had 0 words, no words. He just said, "Are you sure?"
He did kill that.
And then he just it was just emotion in his face for like 3 minutes, and you're like, fuck, I'm with you, bro. I'm fucking right there with you.
Yeah, because he's trying to fight this shit the whole time, man.
And then she says you're free, and he fucking looks at her, and his face is covered in tears, and he's smiling, and you're like, oh my god.
You got a real shit though. I need that shirt. I need that shirt with all those quotes on there.
Oh,
I need that shirt. I need that shirt.
I'm sure you'll be able to find it.
And on the back it says, "You're free."
Oh man!
Oh.
Soldier.
Make it, design it. It doesn't exist yet. Sell it on the League of Geeks store.
There you go.
Which we don't have.
We do. We have a T Public. So go to T Public if you want some merch. Again, another episode where Zemo killed it. Again, Zemo is doing nothing but making me love him.
Yo, I love him. Yo. I love fucking Zemo as a character.
You want some Turkish delight? It's good. That candy tastes like shit. I don't like it. But
it looked like it tastes like shit. It looked like some old grandma candy.
My wife said we were watching it. He was like, Turkish delight. She's like, that shit's nasty. I was like, okay.
But in Europe, they love it. You know, they love that stuff out there. I mean, that's where I had it when I was over there. But again, I love it. Like he's one up on them, even though they're watching him. You know,
and you see it. Falcon gets turned down left and right. Winter Soldier gets turned down left and right. Zemo walks up, fucking singing a little nursery rhyme, sits down and gets the information in 10 seconds.
But this is the kicker. His reasoning for everything is so justified. Like, I fucking get it. Like everything he explains is like, yes, like I fucking agree with him. There should be no winter soldiers. There should be no super soldiers.
His character stays true to his own beliefs. At one point during this episode, he comes across super soldier serum, and he's like, and he has that moment. And he picks it up, and you're like, oh man, like what's he gonna do with it?
Get it?
And
like
fucking starts destroying it like God fucking Zilla, crash, stomp, and I'm just like, that's what fucking Zemo would do. That's what that Zemo would do, and I love that Zemo. So I don't care that he broke up the Avengers in Civil War. I like this guy.
yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't care. Yo, if they. Yo, I swear to God, they better not kill off Zemo. I will be fucking pissed.
They can't.
Caught this whole motherfucker if they.
You know why? You know why?
He's on Loki level.
He's
right now on Loki.
No, he's there. He's there for me.
I want to see where this finishes before I give it to him.
I agree.
I want to see where this. But
he pulled an El Chapo.
They are. Yeah, he did. They are setting up the Thunderbolts so hard here with Zemo, because if we're all loving Zemo the way we are, they're going to take it into a Thunderbolt series.
But this is the thing. This has already been. This show is already done. So I'm hoping that they don't kill him off, because they're gonna. This would piss me off, because they're making such a great character out of this guy, out of Daniel Bruhl. He's amazing. I will be pissed if it gets that Marvel trope. I'm hoping that he is just a villain going forward. But I just like I love it, man.
I think he's gonna be more.
I wouldn't say killing off the villains is a Marvel trope. I mean, it's an early Marvel trope.
It is.
In the later movies, they didn't really do that.
True.
I mean, even with like Thor Ragnarok, hella, like she went and fought that giant fire monster, but we didn't see her die. They could still be fighting right now, for all we know.
True.
It's true. I mean,
Thanos definitely died. That motherfucker's dead.
I mean, do you feel like the Flag Smasher? What, I keep forgetting her name. She has like Carly Morgenthau. Yeah. It's so weird. Such a weird name.
Well, because I think it's Kyle Morgenthau was the Flag Smasher.
Was I the only one that thought she looked pretty good this episode?
She's a very cute girl. Very, very cute.
What are we doing here?
I know, right? Because I was like, I'm looking at it from all angles. I'm like,
that's a knit sweater, and you're pulling it off. I mean,
yeah.
Pretty good.
That is the girl from Solo. Did I mention that before?
That is,
yeah. But then, like, also, like, everything, like Sharon Carter was in one scene, and I was like, and then the Dora Milaje are kicking everyone's ass, and I'm like, am I the only one with a boner right now? What's happening? Like, this is great.
Steve, every time I was looking at her, I was like this. I was in the background, because she was in the background. I was like this.
You had to lean.
I was like,
yes, sir.
I know I see a shadow in the background. I was like, put a cup on that. We had this conversation in our thread this week, and Sharon Carter has to be fucking. She has to. She's got to.
Sharon Carter the power broker?
She has to be like it's so. They're making it like so weirdly, kind of like.
But with Sharon Carter,
or is she working for the power broker?
But would she want the super soldier serum back, or I'll come kill you and all that? Like, that doesn't sound like a Sharon Carter line.
Yeah, but man, she's so dark now, dog. Like, she's.
Then of course she was sitting there fucking with satellites on her iPad and shit, and you're like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How do you have? Yeah, because even like Falcon's like, I need your help. I need your help. I need eyes, and she's like, I got some satellites, and I'm like, what? You've got some. Are you Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne? Yes.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Like, it could be a red herring, because I mean we may never see the power broker. There's so much going on. Do we even need the power broker?
Well, we're gonna have to get the power broker. Remember, the power broker's always watching, and I remember Sharon Carter being in that first. I was telling you about this week. She was in that first club scene. She pulls away with the hood, and you see it, and you're like, okay, she's there. She had to shoot the girl that the lady, I forgot what her name was, with the short hair. She had to shoot her. So then she comes off and fucking snipes two other dudes, and then like she's everywhere. She's like fucking like Like where? Like what's going on
she's
here?
she's a ninja. Yeah, she's all
So
over the place, and
it's trippy.
and the fact that she's got that surveillance.
Well, and again, like we said, 5 years have passed. Who knows? I mean, 5 years is a long goddamn time.
Yeah,
so
but
like a lot of things would go on.
But
in 5 years.
she was snapped.
Was she snapped?
Yeah, they confirmed it in Avengers Endgame. Remember that scene when they were going through all the heroes who were snapped? She was one on that monitor. She was on.
Oh, I see. Okay, maybe I missed that. I thought she had like 5 years to build up. It doesn't make any sense that she would have 5 years to build up an entire network.
But she had a couple years because she was
on the
traitor.
run.
She was on the run.
A couple years, but then 5 years goes by. She's not going to come back and assert power the way that she has in the last 6
You're
months.
right. Maybe they assumed she was. Maybe they assumed she was snapped.
Right, because she left. Because remember, she was enemy of the state.
Oh, so she could have just gone dark. She made everyone think she was snapped.
Right, because she was enemy of the state. Remember?
There you go. I like that.
And became the power broker. Although I'm still. I'm gonna say it, and I know you guys are gonna be poo-pooing it, but I still want to see Robot Arnim Zola show up with a television in his chest being the power broker.
I don't want to see any of that.
Ugh, I don't see that.
Also this episode was really cool because it showed they had a conversation where they were like, like the world was coming together.
Yeah.
After the snap, the world was a better place. There were no fences. Everybody was welcome everywhere, and people were happy to bring in outsiders to help rebuild and help do things. And then suddenly, the snap comes back, and it's all fucked up again. And it's like, God damn, like real shit. Like Thanos was on to something, man. Like the world came together. For 5 years, there was no global war. For 5 years, there was nothing but fucking helpfulness and humanity.
Then everybody came back.
And love. And everyone came back, and now people were getting fucking shot and buildings were getting blown up. And it's like, man, we are the problem. We are definitely
I never thought Sam, I know he's going to take on the Captain America role, but this episode made me want him to be Captain America because of how his demeanor is and how he's not like Bucky, how he's not like the new John Walker. He understands things, and Anthony Mackie, I got to give him credit for like kind of trying to sell this, and like he's selling it as like, look, I've been where you've been at. I understand where you are. I get this part. Like, oh, that shit hit me. Like, cause I was like, cause I understood that. Like, I'm like, damn, like, he a brother. Like, he understands this shit. Like, he understands.
He had a great conversation with Carly.
Yeah, I got a little emotional when he was like talking like that. Because I was like,
it's all lines too that Steve has said in the movies before. He did it in Ultron when he tried to talk with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, when he was telling them it's not too late for you guys to stand down. And that's what I like. It's the parallel. Like, he is. I mean, even Zemo said it in this.
Exactly.
In this episode.
Even Zemo was like,
he called it out. Like, Steve Rogers was the anomaly. You know what I mean? Like, Steve wasn't corrupt with the serum, and he said, you're right. He's the anomaly. He gave him the credit because he
did. That's why I like Zemo, man. He's like he plays the sides, but he plays the good side of it.
Everyone with the super soldier serum is going to be corrupted. And then Bucky's like, what about Steve Rogers? He's like, touche. Yeah. But there's no more Steve Rogers, is there? Yeah. And I was like, fuck. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Also in this episode, we got to see fucking Bucky finally super soldiering out, jumping up staircases, handling cool shit.
There are times when you do forget that he's a fucking super soldier.
No, right. But the crazy thing in this episode with Bucky was when what's-her-face, I can't remember her name, but when she disarmed, disarmed his
arm. Oh, shit just came off. He was like...
She Steven Seagal'd his arm. She was like, yeah. That shit just fell off. I was like, oh my God.
Which
accuracy.
Which I think is because you can see it in Bucky's face, like, thought he was free. He thought he was kind of feeling normal. He can still be taken down, still be controlled in a way by hitting those buttons.
But she said something too when she did it, and I was watching with subtitles, and it just says speaks in Wakandan, James. But she said something and then said his name, and I was like, what the fuck did she just say? She talked some shit to him. when she took his arm off.
No, yeah. But I
He's
like
like,
that too.
I think-
I like
I
that
think she
throwback
felt-
too when he wound his arm back up like he did.
Yeah, I like
in,
that shit too.
in Winter Soldier.
But
you know?
I think she felt. I think in her mind, she was like, "Well, you're trying to protect somebody who just single handedly tried to pretty much destroy Wakanda, and you're taking that side, and we helped you." Like Bucky has to look at it from that point of view. Like I get that you're trying to get Zemo to do this, but at the same time, Zemo's done some shit that Wakandans don't really fucking forgive. That's like what the fuck was his name? The hand dude. I don't know his fucking name.
Thanos?
No. The dude with the fucking, what was his name? Hello?
What hand dude? What do you...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Claw.
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 Yeah, it's like
okay.
Claw.
I'm like, hand dude. I'm like, okay, yeah, Ulysses
Claw.
Claw.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think, but I mean, Bucky wasn't fighting her to save Zemo. He was fighting her so they wouldn't kill John Walker because they were about to murder Captain America.
No, they were. She said that she was like, "You were protecting him. Like, what are you doing?" And that was the reason why. Like he didn't want him to get killed or anything like that, but he still needed him for what they're doing, and she was not gonna have that happen.
Well,
that's why they came in.
They
gave a fuck about John Walker. John Walker's dumbass wanted to fucking touch her.
Well, but that's what started.
You don't never touch
they
a
weren't
black
gonna
woman.
do anything.
Don't never touch a black woman like that.
It doesn't matter. Dora Milaje or not. You don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
and John Walker. I mean, I think that was.
I work in the streets of Stockton. You don't do that.
That was the start with him too. Like I like that because he got his ass handed to him.
She put that
And he
work.
even said it. He even said it like they
the
weren't
real
even
shit-
super soldiers.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
real shit
that's-
is when she grabbed that fucking shield and was like, boom, boom. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, she did the
just-
Captain America grab,
Yo,
didn't
she
she? Just
did.
pow. I was like, ooh, fuck.
I was
Only
like,
person
that
to do
was
that was
balls.
Steve.
And she was about to take it too. And then the other was just like drop it.
It was.
And John Walker wouldn't have been able to do shit about it if she would have taken that shield.
Yeah, he was pissed. He was.
But that's the thing. That's another path. That's another level down on that dark path that his character is getting forced into.
because
He's like,
he-
fuck.
Because even
But I thought he was a super soldier when he pulled up on that fucking truck earlier in the season.
yeah,
I thought he
episode
was
2
too.
or whatever. He was jumping around, throwing the fucking thing, kicking people off the.
I thought
was
so,
like,
too.
okay, so he's like a super soldier. He definitely got the serum, but apparently he didn't.
Yeah.
no.
So.
Yeah, a little, because you thought.
I thought maybe he already did too.
That.
I thought maybe
You thought both of them.
I thought maybe the story would have been that they already met with the power broker and got it. But then as it kept going, because he was getting
But when
he
you
was
found the
getting
serum.
taken. He was getting taken out still. I mean he was fighting, he was doing well, but he wasn't
Captain
as
America.
well. Yeah, he wasn't Captain America. He wasn't even Falcon. Like Sam held his own.
Falcon can go up against super soldiers.
mean-
he knows how to do it. I mean, he uses his little rocket boosters and shit, but.
But I mean, he knows how to. But the problem is he knows how to fight against that, and I don't think John Walker does. John Walker, he
John
has
Walker
this-
hasn't fought fucking monsters and shit. Like, no, fucking.
Yeah, you remember that in Endgame when Falcon flew into that dude with his wings and just stabbed that one big
I
ass.
need you
monster?
to get a Falcon hot toy. I need you to stop playing around, dog.
It's coming. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
He's gotta wait. He's gotta wait to see Falcon's final costume.
His final
in
form.
this season.
Yeah,
We'll see which one I prefer. If I want the the traditional Falcon or the Cap
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Might be traditional though, because I still like the,
The plainness. I
I do.
agree with you on that. Even him, John Walker, and the other dude, they were having that conversation about the super serum. Would you take it? And then I love when Zemo asked fucking Sam, "Would you take it?"
Yeah. Again, the
And-
parallels.
and
This whole
It
episode
was
was
two
parallels.
different. Yeah.
Because the one dude from the Flag Smashers was telling Carly that she could be Captain America. Because of the world that they're living in now. She's the one who's standing up. She's the one doing things. And you can see that because Cap didn't follow the government rules. Cap went rogue in multiple movies. In Winter Soldier went rogue against the Shield. In Civil War went rogue against the Sokovia Accords. So you can see those parallels that all these people are kind of fighting for that mantle. Even though Sam's the only one who doesn't want it because he doesn't feel that he earns it or can live up to it. But that's the one who does it because Steve Rogers throughout his entire career never felt that he was even good enough for the Shield. You know, that's why he's special. I mean, even if you look all the way back to the first Avenger, I mean, good makes great. You know, bad makes worse. Like the serum makes you worse, a worse person.
Yeah, and Lamar said that in this episode. Yeah. He was like, it just makes you more of who you already are.
Yeah, but they thought that who he was more powerful.
But that's the kind of fucking bullshit that we would do in today's day and age. You know, oh, this guy has 3, medals of honor and all the Purple Heart and this and that and the other, and it's like, yeah, for sure he has that. But even John Walker here is like, you know what kind of bullshit we had to do to get that? Like, did any of that feel right? To doing the things that we did in order for me to get those medals that remind me of the worst day of my life? That's deep.
No, it definitely is. And
I mean, I'm not a soldier, so I don't have any. I can't. I've never been in the military, so I can't speak to soldiers' experiences or how war is fought. I would never put any of those guys down. That's not my place.
No,
at all. They do something I would be terrified to do.
But
so,
more power. It's a snapshot of kind of America today. You know, I mean, like John Walker walking around, with his gear on always. He's not even trying to hide.
This episode showed really well.
He took it off, though.
This episode showed really well how his mask doesn't fit his face. I was like, God damn it. Like Chris Evans' mask always looks so perfect.
Nah, not in the first Avengers movie. That mask did not look good.
No, but even in the first Captain America movie, it looked great. In the first Avengers movie, it was just a stupid design. But that mask looked perfect throughout his entire run, except for Avengers. But that's Joss Whedon's fault because he's a piece of shit. But but they needed to get somebody to sculpt John Walker a better mask. That boy, because that mask is not a bad design. I like the little A star thing on his head. I like the red accents. I think it looks nice. It's got the cool little layers of carbon fiber in there that are throughout, but it just doesn't fit his fucking face right. Like, what the hell? Don't you guys get a cast of the guy's face? Just make it fit.
Maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe it's not exactly. I mean, like, he's not supposed to fit.
Maybe you know what? That's a good point. Maybe it's right. It doesn't fit because he doesn't fit the role.
Right.
Oh, nice. See, that's a deconstruction.
You only get it here, probably 100 other shows, but that's
so what you call it dies.
Battlestar.
Yeah.
His partner. I'm actually shocked that he got killed. Like,
yeah, I felt bad for that dude because it seemed like he was kind of on a different path than, you know what I mean?
He got roughed up by 2 super soldiers, woke up, got out of his bindings, saved John Walker's life, and then died immediately.
He is dead, right? Because
he's dead. He broke his neck.
He broke his neck, right? Yeah.
Everything broke. He started bleeding from his mouth right away.
Yeah, he hit that, and then you saw that head drop like it was nothing.
Who did that? Carly Morgan.
Carly did it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead. She's not gonna make it in this show.
I mean, she's gonna have
she's a villain
and Bucky standing in between her and.
Yeah, but she's a villain, man. She's to kill somebody. She can kill multiple people, dog. Like,
I don't think. I mean, I think that was a heat of the battle moment. You saw it almost felt like fucking like The Outsiders or some shit where it's like we're having a brawl, but then somebody really gets hurt and they're all like, oh my god.
You know what? It was weird because everyone.
Were you guys like throwing knives at each other and
everyone
shit a second ago?
Stopped. Everyone stopped when John Walker walked over there and checked on him. Like, nobody was moving, and I'm like, and all that they did was just run away. And I'm like, wait.
Because they didn't know. I mean, I would understand that if that was Sam's reaction, because Sam saw that John Walker took that super soldier serum.
Oh yeah.
Saw him fucking knock that guy in, and he was just watching him.
He bent that pipe around his arm, and he's just like. It's because he's like, what did you do?
Yep.
Yeah, and also what I liked. I mean, not liked. I mean, I thought it was super brutal, especially for a Disney Plus Marvel show. I was like, holy crap!
I know.
But like that dude that he chased was the dude talking to Carly, saying that he grew up loving Captain America and everything.
Yes.
And then now he is murdered by the new Captain America
with the original Captain America shield.
It's a
brutal death. I mean, he just hits him in the chest over and over, but like still, like it's
Well, blood splatters everywhere because blood's everywhere. Blood, you see blood all over his face, and
and then of course the iconic shot, him standing tall, fucking in that superhero pose, with the camera going around him like that, looking up at him, and it comes across the fucking shield, and it's all covered in blood, and you're like, oh my god.
And everyone filming it around him.
Just give me five seconds more of something.
I mean, at this point, like, he's got to go to U.S. Agent. He's got to have a new suit. He can't be Captain America.
Yeah, this
is gonna be a marketing issue at this point. So, but that leads me to believe that scene that we got in the trailer where Falcon was tossing the fucking shield around to those trees, that's gonna be the fucking last goddamn scene of the show. Yeah. That's gonna be the very last.
That's gonna be the end. Zemo and Bucky. Remember when Bucky's catching the bullets, shooting him at Zemo, and then drops him? That's got to be an end scene that's where I think I assume Zemo gets away, because you see Zemo at the Sokovia. You see this. No, I'm saying at the last episode, like the last episode, he's at the Sokovia Monument. And he dropped the line in episode 3 when they were walking before. Did you see the monument? Yeah, did you go visit the monument? Oh, I don't think you did. And I bet you that's the thing where Bucky goes to kind of tell Zemo, like, I'll always be able to find you, you know. So don't do anything, kind of thing. That's my feeling. And then at the end, then we get, you know, Falcon doing his thing, and then probably
But I don't want that. I don't want Falcon to become Cap in the last. Like, we look damn good though. Credits. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, season 1 over. I'm like,
we're gonna see a suit.
But we might get a suit shot, and the thing is they're setting up for a movie. It's going into an Avengers movie. You know what I mean? Like,
listen,
that's what it is.
Far be it for me to complain about anything. Okay, I just got done.
Why are you complaining?
I don't know if we're going to get an Avengers movie right away, though. Like, that's not going to be
an Avengers movie for a while.
Yeah, so they got to do something else with Bucky and Sam.
See, but you look at
Winter Soldier season 2.
You might
sign me up.
You might, but the thing is everything you've got building up. They might not have announced it yet, but the slate is full. I mean, because you've got Black Widow come out, you got a Loki show. Then you've got Shang-Chi. Then you got Hawkeye. You've got Ms. Marvel. Then you start going into those other movies, Eternals. What's after Eternals now? You got Thor. You got Thor 4. You got Quantumanium. You got Doctor Strange. You got Spider-Man. So it's like all these things are going to build up. I don't know if Bucky and Sam are going to come back until that. I mean, it's going to be a while. I mean...
All right, you know, maybe it's just because right now this is like the best thing ever. But
it's the momentum, man. I don't want. You got to keep the momentum going. And
but they will with other shows. I don't want
another 2 years before I see Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan.
I get that, and maybe we'll get some end credit teasers and stuff like that they do. But the thing is,
but it's not enough. It's not enough, man. Like a little, like we're dealing with like we're on a level right now of like Breaking Bad. Like, this is like good fucking TV. Like, we on Ozark level kind of shit. So
it's really up there.
Yeah, so you know with shit like that, you got to keep pounding them things out, because people just gonna get like, well, when are we gonna get another fucking season? So I'm thinking they're gonna keep this going. Like, I'm just saying, they may keep this going for another season. We may get something next year,
depending on the ratings and everything. I mean, because you got a She-Hulk show. I'm just saying, like, they've got all these shows already in the works. I get it. I get what you're saying, because it's just like after the first Iron Man movie, like, we couldn't wait for Iron Man 2. You know, we couldn't wait for that. But then it's like they keep building more characters, and it's like, oh my god, this is awesome, that's awesome. And if they keep doing these hits, like, it's not that we're gonna forget, but they keep giving us more and more, and then it's gonna.
And you know what I gotta say, especially with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the weekly release, it's all right. I'm starting to not be mad about it. It's giving me this little nugget of fucking joy at the end of the week. Fridays are always the best days of the week anyway. You get it, and it's like, and with this show, you know, that was one of the dings that I gave WandaVision, because that show did not feel like I got fulfilled every episode. I was like, All right. Well, I guess we have to wait a week to see what happens now. This show, every time it ends, I'm like, fuck yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. Well,
god,
you're like,
that was
it's a
awesome.
different feel.
I can't fucking wait for the next one. Oh, it's not like what's gonna, it's not like this big mystery. It's just like I just can't wait for more awesome.
Yeah,
And,
it's a different feel definitely because this one feels more cinematic. This one feels
It does.
We're getting
it does.
every episode.
Feels
We're
like a
getting
movie.
a good action scene.
Yeah.
We're getting good character development.
Well, Falcon fucking finally put his suit back on in this one. We got him flying around and shit. Hell yeah!
But
I mean,
but the crazy part is, I don't give a fuck. I don't even need his fucking Falcon suit all the time. Their chemistry as like fucking like a buddy cop thing fucking works for me.
Yeah,
man.
it's like Miami. It's like Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Like
Then-
that
Oh
kind of shit.
god. You can take them motherfuckers. That could be television.
I can tell you right when they realized. I can tell you right when they knew that this was going to work. It was that scene where Steve was talking to Sharon in that
Yeah,
parking
the car.
garage,
Yeah.
and Bucky and Sam were in the car, and some Marvel exec watched that and was like, "That's a show. That's a fucking show. Those two motherfuckers right there. That's a show."
Will you move up your seat? No.
In the Civil War, I hate you.
The
I
band.
love
Somebody
when,
kicked
love
their
when
ass.
Steve kissed Sharon and it cut back to both of them and they both smiled.
Yeah, they both give the nod. Like it's,
Perfect.
I'm telling you, like they're
These guys are great together.
They have really good chemistry, man. They really
And who
do.
knows?
Like,
maybe it's a movie that they get. Maybe it's not another series. Maybe it's a movie
oh
they throw.
god, I'm on. I'm cool.
Sign fucking me up for that. Hell yeah.
Captain
can't wait.
America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Holy crap! There's your
Or Captain America and
Captain
Bucky.
America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Boom. I'm
yo, I'm in, dog. Like, yo, this shit is great. Like, this is great. Like, I'm on a level of greatness right now. This is
really.
although this is maybe higher than a couple Marvel movies, dog. Like, it's definitely higher
This,
than
this is higher than
one.
quite a few.
But this may be higher than a couple. Like, a lot of. It's up there. It's up there.
We gotta
It's
get.
on a high level.
I'm not gonna-
Ant-Man. This is above Captain Marvel. This is above
We gotta get to the end first.
Iron Man 2 and 3.
I agree, but look, we're 4 episodes in, man. I'm already talking
I
like
know.
it's
It's fantastic. I love
This is
it.
probably. This might even be above First Avenger for
No,
me.
no. First
It might be. First Avenger is
Avenger's
really
so
First
good.
Avenger. But I mean, that's where it gets tricky when you start trying to put this shit together and like looking at it. But like First Avenger, I mean, it did have Red Skull, but it didn't have Zemo. And I didn't love Red Skull as much as I love Zemo. So it's like,
well, that's because we didn't get a lot of Red Skull, man. Like, we should have got way more Red Skull.
I don't think Hugo Weaving's not that kind of guy. I don't think we would have gotten. He didn't even come back for Endgame.
He
It was
didn't like
no.
he didn't like being Red Skull. So I mean, it's
I like the dude who's playing Red Skull now. Fuck it, I'll take that shit all
and,
day.
and you know
I
what?
was like, oh, you mean the guy that looks exactly like Hugo Weaving in the makeup? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, all day.
Joy's doing it?
He loves doing voice acting work. Like, he does that shit perfectly.
And who's
You
to
ever
say-
see him?
And who's to say he doesn't? Who's to say that that's not the sequel's villain?
Jesus. Okay.
Because at this point, he's floating somewhere. We don't know. Zemo, Red Skull in a lot of these stories, man, swap bodies, it was all crazy shit. And they could do that. They're doing
Yeah.
crazy shit. I mean, it could be a lot. And who knows what we get, but
I really wish that the show would give us end credit stingers at the end of every episode.
I would
little,
too.
Just a
I do
little
too.
something like it's a little mini movie. Just it doesn't need to be big. Just something. Just like even if at the end of this one it was just John Walker like grabbing a rag to wipe the blood off, looking at the shield, and then throwing the rag down and just
I
walking
agree.
away with the blood on the shield. Like just something like that. Just a little quick thing that you're just like, oh fuck. Just something small at the end of every one, just like a movie would do, because it gives us the movie intro. You get that whole long fucking you get that whole long intro Marvel shit. Give us that little stinger at the end of every episode. 10 seconds.
yeah.
That's all I'm asking
Yeah, I
for.
get
I'm not
it.
asking for an entire scene, but just a little bit to kind of give you that feeling of going back to the movies.
I agree.
Yeah. So there
Because
you go.
this episode, for sure, I watched all through the credits. I was like, give me something, give me something, give me
I
something.
know. You
And
just
then-
wait for it, man. I do too. And then
Because
that damn then
especially
that Georgia
the-
sign comes up, and I'm like, fuck you.
It's
Once you see the fucking Georgia Peach and that fucking font, you're like, well, Wrap it up, bitches.
That is so true.
I mean, especially how this one cut at the end with him just standing there looking around, and I'm just like, damn.
It's a good cut. That was a good scene though. Like it was a good cut. Just like, oh shit. So, I don't know, man. This is great shit though, dog. Great
John
shit.
Walker may not be a super soldier, but he's got that shield on lock. Okay, that motherfucker understands the shield.
He
Yes
does.
and, yes and no, because
I don't even understand the dynamics of this fucking shield and how
The
this
shield's
shit
magic.
flies.
The shield's magic.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that I
That's
was.
all. It's just
Okay.
magic.
it bounces. It's got curvature
It's,
and it
it's
bounces.
really hard, but it's really bouncy. See?
Yeah. It's vibranium. So
Sometimes
uses
it
the
bounces
vibranium.
off walls. Sometimes it impales itself in walls.
Yeah,
It all depends.
Sometimes
on
it
what
hits
the scene
Zemo in
is.
the face, and thank God he didn't die. Because my kids were like, "Did he just kill Zemo?"
Yo,
And I'm like, "No,
right?
they just bounced off his
Like-
head." I was like, "He's fine." Because then you see him with an ice pack. It's like-
I love that though.
I did like that.
He's got an
scene.
ice pack and a whiskey, and he's just like, "Can I ask you some questions about life?" I'm like, "Oh my god, he's fucked up."
Shit.
I love it. I love it. This is best. This is the
Zemo,
best shit.
you know what? Zemo needs his own show. Zemo in Madripoor. There you go. There's a show.
I mean,
Does.
shit. Everybody needs their show at this point. At their own show.
Zemo for president. 2024. That guy's got some shit figured out. He can dance.
There you go. For sure. And he
The
knows.
Zemo, they released the Zemo cut this week. It took Warner Brothers fucking 3-4 years to Disney a week.
You got an hour of
Drop
Zemo
A
dancing.
Zemo cut. Like what? Like I was like, is this serious? They was dead serious. They was dead fucking serious about that shit.
And he had a lot more moves.
He did.
That is.
Dan Bro was like, "What the fuck? I danced for like 3 hours for you guys. Put it out."
Well, there was an interview with him about the dancing, and he thought they were gonna cut it all out. He just like, I just wanted to have fun with it, and he's like, they're like, "Did they tell you how to dance?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I just decided to dance." He's like, "Zemo's been locked up for so long, he just wanted to let loose." It's just like, this is awesome.
Even the most successful villains in the MCU need to fucking let it out once in a while, okay? God damn, we're not robots. We're all humans. We just want to have fun.
Yeah, for sure. So there you go. YouTube. We talked about it, episode 4. 2 more to go.
Superheroes.
I am excited and disappointed at the same time because it's like 2 more to go, and then we're blacked out until June.
To what?
Till
June?
June 11th is.
Is that when Loki comes out?
Yep, June 11th.
Oh,
We got Mortal Kombat though. In the meantime,
We
coming
do.
out.
We've got Mortal Kombat, but it's not this. It's not this.
It's not this.
it's not this.
As cool as Mortal Kombat, because that Mortal Kombat IMAX poster, the one where they're playing the arcade game, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I need to get
I'm not
that
going to the
for
movie
Game
theaters.
No, we're gonna see it on HBO Max. That's
Yeah, HBO Max will be delivering the goods for a little while still.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm not going to go get that fucking poster.
I'll just order it online. I'm just gonna have the poster, but that's about it. So that's it. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks.
Yeah, maybe I'll have Sean cut me a copy of it.
Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Subscribe to that little
Yes.
red button above, or I don't know where you put it at a little.
I sometimes float it all around. It's all over the place.
We do like talking about how sexy the ladies of Marvel are. So maybe not everybody in your family would like the show.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening.
Put a cup on.
This is a Lil.
This is Sean.
This is Steve. Was I the only one with a boner? Till next time, keep it geeky.